Hello, welcome to the next episode in this series of how I went to 1600 in chess. Today we'll be playing in the 800 ELO range. So let's start this game. And I'll put my microphone a bit closer so it's a bit more clear to hear me. Oy. Sure it doesn't break down. Okay, so I'm gonna play the Trompowsky attack because I always play the Trompowsky attack, and I always recommend to play the same moves all the time. Sorry, the same openings, because then you get used to the most common answers, and this allows you to safely get to the middle stage of the game without blundering any pieces early on or getting into early trouble, which then allows you to first of all wait for the opponent to make blunders during the opening stage, which happens a lot, which is how I win a lot of games. And it allows you to focus on the middle and the late game, which is where chess is more important, I would say. So normally I would play bishop there, but obviously I can't because the queen was already looking at the square first. So now I had to develop the knight first, and I play the bishop there. So obviously we're at the 800 ELO rating, and I don't expect the opponent to be too strong at this range. And you could argue that 1600 is also not that high, but been playing for about 2 years now. I'm hoping to get to 2000 over the next coming years. Okay, he keeps pushing pawns. Interesting. Which can feel a bit scary actually in the beginning when they push a lot of pawns and they do it successfully. When the pawns are backed up by their pieces, then you can get really suffocated and you can lose the game because of that. Okay, I'm just gonna play natural moves. My goal is just to complete my development. Play that pawn here. Take that pawn if they catch it like that. Okay, and then I'll play that. So here's already a little trap coming. Okay, no, this knight's still there. But here a lot of the time people will lose that pawn. If he decides not to take it and I manage to develop my queen, okay. I need to move here, because if he steps there, otherwise my bishop is going to get trapped. Now I could play there, move the knight away somehow, and then check, but it doesn't really lead to much. I tried that before. Okay, that's just a free pawn for me then, yeah. That is unfortunately a free pawn. Wait, can he check me? No, I can't. Is there any threats? Don't really see any threats here, so I think that's just a free pawn. If he moves that bishop, my knight will be under attack, so I think I'll just have to move back. But a free pawn is a free pawn, right? Oh, now I'm threatening this actually. I didn't even realize that my bishop is here. So if he moves the knight away, I can just check, win the bishop. Win the rook. Okay, I see what he does here. So he wants to close off this. Yeah, that was probably the right move to prevent this fork from happening. Do we play here? What do we play here? I could just play queen here, but the knight's still there, obviously. Could just play bishop there, but if I don't take first, he's probably gonna take, and then my knight's gonna be in. I think I need to take. I think I'll have to take, unfortunately. Okay. If I somehow can put more pressure on this pawn, because it's already attacked once. So I think queen here. He might then want to attack there, then I can go there with check. Let's do that. I need to be careful though, because when here, he could play bishop there, attacking me, and I cannot take. And then I have to move my queen again. Well, I could answer just with a pawn. I cannot, because then it will just take it like that. He will have two attackers. So let's say queen there. He does find bishop there, and then I need to be careful because my knight can be vulnerable for a discovered attack, because this knight is not supported by anything. So let's say queen there, bishop goes here. I need to move my queen again. I could then move here, threatening this pawn. I just need to make sure that anywhere he does that knight, moves that knight, is not going to attack my queen again then, because then I will be losing that knight. But I'm going to play this anyway. If I can play this check, then yeah, he's in big trouble. Because then I will be able to take this with check, and then he won't be able to castle. Okay, yeah, he doesn't find it, so now he's just in trouble. Unless... Oh no, I was gonna say if he plays this, but I can just take this. Because if he then takes, and I take, and then I'm 2 pawns up. Okay, he moves with the knight. I can take this with check. I'm not castled though, so if anything can come on this diagonal, I need to be careful for that. So I need to get this bishop out as soon as possible. Sorry, there, and then castle, and then I'm good. Here, surely there is tactic. So this is check. And then you would have to move either there or there. I think you might just check and then bring in the bishop. Do that. Because this just trades the queens off the board, right? Why would I do that? And then he can castle. This should be stronger. So this is check. I didn't hear the checking sound. My sound somehow sometimes doesn't work. Ah, there we go. The sound's back. Okay, so he moves king there. And now I don't really... I mean, no, I can't take that because it's protected. I need to be careful for this move though. Oh, I can get myself in trouble here actually. If I'm not careful, I can get myself in trouble here big time. Because next move for him surely is going to be rook there. I think I already may have played a bad move actually. I'm not sure if this invasion of me was smart. If I push there, he can take, loses a pawn, and then my king is vulnerable. But when this comes, I don't know where to play because it's gonna be too hard to stay with the knight. Ah, so I need to just move the knight now, right? That's the answer. Just move the knight now. And then when he plays that, oh, but my queen needs to be able to escape here as well. It's tricky. Well, I could check here then. And then win the queen. Because where's my knight gonna go after this? Not to this. I don't know. I might get myself in trouble here, but I'm gonna risk it. I have to move that away because the moment this rook slides in and my queen has to go somewhere, which is not here because I'll be dead. Could go there, but my knight will fall. Yeah, no, that's not a good idea. So I think I'm happy I moved my knight back. Okay, move the queen back. That's a check again. That's a check, and that's a fork on the bishop. Yeah, so that just wins the bishop. But wait, there is another rule in chess which is called if you see a good move, wait and look for an even better move. Sometimes there are even better moves. Because when you see one good move, there is a good chance there is multiple good moves. So that's already definitely a good move. I will win 3 points here. I will be +5 and the game will be near over. This, well, it's double protected by these knights here, isn't it? So it's a check, but he can just take back and then doesn't do much. So I'm gonna go with this check. Yeah, and then I'll take this with check. And then this knight is hanging as well. And now we're just cleaning up. Now we're +8 points, so the game is gonna be over pretty soon. I can check like that. Don't think it does anything. Can also check like that. Oh, that must be annoying for him, right? Because this is protected, so he can't even get rid of the knight. Let's do that. And I could take that. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish my development. I could have taken that pawn as well, but I don't want to get greedy and then allow some counterplay because it's never too late to lose in chess. I could even, if I wanted to simplify the game, take with check, takes, and I will give up 2 points, but I will trade the queens off the board, which will make it easier for me to just win the game, but I don't think that's necessary. Okay, now he offers a queen trade, which is necessarily bad, but it's not only that. This would be bad for him, because when you're up in material, in my case, I'm up +8, I now want to trade as much as I can and simplify the game. Reason being, if I can trade all the pieces of the board, and in the end of the day, let's say this is gone, this is gone, this is gone, and this is gone, and this is gone. In the end of the day, because I'm +8 now, I will likely remain against with a rook and a knight against him and only pawns. You see, in theory, okay, there can be a different balance in the game, but that's the reason why you don't want to trade pieces when you're down material. Because when you are down material and you keep pieces on the board, there is still options for you to make certain plays and win material back and win the game. So now he moved over the queen, and I could take and trade the queens off, but there's an even better move, because there is something what they called a drawback principle in chess, which means that whenever you move a piece, you need to think what it stops doing. So in this case, what was this queen doing? It was protecting this square, because this square is under attack by my knight and my queen. So I got 2 attackers on this pawn. He has one defender, the king, and the second defender, the queen. So right now it's fine, but he moved it away. So now he has no more defenders on this pawn. And not only is going to be losing the pawn, he's going to be checkmate, because the king can't go anywhere. So this is just checkmate. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching, please like, and I'll see you in the next episode against 900 rated players. He wants a rematch. Well, we won't do that.